Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Give me a thumbs up just for the intro.
What is up, guys? It's the homie Bigg Vic. Yo, we back with another video. So today we're gonna talk about something real interesting. Definitely, this is a true story. A box truck owner operator, a subscriber of the channel. I was checking out his videos a while back, but you know what? He's a creator. He's a filmmaker, as well as he invested in the box truck business. Got into this space. You know, was doing his thing for a minute, and he ended up getting scammed in the very beginning of his box truck journey by a Nigerian dealer. So the finance company that he was doing his financing through referred him to a Nigerian dealer. I'm gonna enter the clip of him talking about the situation with the dealer, but my whole point of this entire video right here is for you guys to be very, very, very careful who you decide to do your business with when it comes to looking for a box truck. You know, even with finance companies, like, you just want to make sure that the finance company is reputable, or it's coming from a reputable person that's referring you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's crazy. See, from what I'm hearing in Ha's story, shout out to Ha's that he creates TV. What I'm hearing in the story, it almost sounds like the finance company was in on this situation as well.
Decided to jump into the box truck game in September of 2021. I researched and then we financed a 2017 International through a company named Balboa Capital by way of a broker in Dallas named Commercial Fleet Financing.
Every morning, check your truck.
Okay.
This is your coolant.
Okay.
So the coolant level, make sure everything you get is for international. Alright? The same truck.
This is the dealer that the broker Commercial Fleet Financing referred us to. His name is Sim Jaboa, and his company is named Omega Worldwide Auto. Before taking the truck, I had to test drive it, and the truck would not excel over 10 miles per hour. 5 minutes into the test drive, I ended up on the side of the road.
Day one, baby. Day one. It's all right. Gotta move and groove.
Friday, the people worked on it, they put the computer in it. So I'm thinking, okay, Monday they could check it. On Tuesday, it should be good to go. You know?
Monday morning comes, I get a text at 7 o'clock in the morning, and the text says, come pick up the truck Tuesday at 4 p.m. Now, this is after a bunch of text messages, after me talking to the finance guy, because the finance guy is the one that actually introduced me to the dealer, because they run deals together. And I'm like, at this point, is this motherfucker even reputable, right? So, in this long story, today is the day I'm actually going to pick up the truck, and we will see. It's Wednesday now. Yeah, it's Wednesday now. So we'll actually see if this shit happens or whatever.
There it is. Oh man, he's sick.
Hold on though, man. Don't look like I can drive off with the motherfucker. Don't look ready. This is it though. This don't definitely don't look ready. The dealer, Sim Jaboa, turned out to be a pastor crook truck dealer.
Somebody say today, the altar that is against my life, it comes down by fire.
finance company wired him $47,000 before I even test drove the truck. When I wanted to unwind the deal because the truck was inoperable, he ran off with the money, never paying it back. And he did that 2 times with the same finance company, equaling $90,000 without delivering neither of the trucks. That guy right there is the reason I'm getting sued for almost $80,000 over a box truck. Here's the summons.
I don't know if the finance company was in on this situation or not, but I'm definitely gonna leave a link to the entire video. Video's like 30-something minutes, so it's almost like a short documentary of his box truck journey. See, he had already had some warning signs before going fully through with this entire deal. Guy wasn't responding back to text messages and all this other stuff. Like, it was just too many texts going back that was not being answered. You know what I'm saying? Like, when some weird stuff is going on, you will get red flags. Some red flags will go up. When some fishy business is going on, just the language and the dialogue. Number one, no offense to anybody that's following my channel that's a Nigerian, but the encounters that I've had with Nigerians, especially over the phone, it's always been some scammy type stuff. Or if I get a phone call, you know, you won something, a trip or something, and we need to get more information from you. Things like that. When I hear that, immediately hanging up. I already know some foolishness. It's scammy. I'm not dealing with it. And now when it comes to dealing with this money in this box truck space and Nigerians involved in selling me a box truck, no sir, no thank you, no ma'am, we're not doing that. I already know it's a red flag from the gate. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the okie doke. So he never gets the box truck and then ends up getting sued, I guess by the finance company, because the truck was inoperable. It wasn't able to drive the truck. So of course he wanted to back out of the deal. And at this point, the Nigerian guy runs off with the money, never to be heard from again. Never answered calls or anything. And he said this happened twice. So he said he ended up getting sued for over 80 grand for this transaction, which is crazy. So even to go further, Haas partners with another guy, an old friend of his, in this documentary, and the guy, I guess he was a former basketball player with him that he knew. They go in business together. They get a box truck. He goes out over the road, you know, starts making his money.
Big deal, all dreams. My guy, Reed, good friend of mine first off, and now a business partner. And that's right. We're about to take the start. It's the first box truck we have right here. Hopefully we go to a 50, to 100. You know, build a big company, help a lot of people, and help people achieve a lot of dreams. That's the goal. And yeah, I'm happy to be doing it with you, man.
I know. Hey, 2 former basketball players. Let's see if we can run a good business together. make some assistant business. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate you. All right, brother. Love you. See you.
So what's going on? How y'all doing?
Jervin Trap.
Jervin Trap.
The guy that dispatched me on my first over-the-road experience. I told him that my truck was for sale, and he referred me to a guy named BJ.
What we got going on today?
Man, we want to look at the truck. We want to check it out, have it looked at, saw some contracts, you know, do all of that stuff. Me and my man Hassan, we want to purchase this truck, man, so I can keep on chasing my dream, you know what I mean? He can keep chasing his.
And what's that, man? So talk about your dream, man.
Man, my dream kind of changed a lot over the years. At first, I just wanted to do certain things, like when I started my shoe business, I just wanted to do certain things to be able to make, you know, substantial amounts of money. But now it's about I want to own a company, you know, that grosses a lot, that takes care of my family, you know, that my family can be proud of, and people can look at me and be proud of them as well. So that's kind of my new dream.
He was the perfect guy to continue the Dreams Truck legacy. BJ didn't have the $50,000 cash price tag, but he was a dreamer, so I made a deal with him for him to make payments, because we got into this to help dreamers. So this situation was like deja vu. It happened again. The person I was referred to, BJ, just like when I first got into the box truck game in September 2021, when I was referred to Sims Yaboa and he ran off with the $47,000 that was wired to him, BJ, or Braylon Sims, owner of BJ Trucking Co., ran off with the Dreams truck to Dallas without paying the agreed amount. And it looks like it's going to be a $40,000 loss. And I'm going to tell you to never do business with anyone with the name Sims. Ironically, my adversaries were named Sims Yaboa and Braylon Sims.
Long story short, you guys, that truck was gone, never to be seen again. After the guys signed the contract with him or whatever, he got duped out of that as well, out of that entire situation. So that truck was gone with somebody who said they was going to lease the truck from him or buy it, you know, make payments on the truck, and never decided to make the payments. He never heard from that guy again. And he was referred to him by another YouTube guy that had just started his channel not too long ago. I saw an interview video that he did with another YouTuber. So Nick, you just got to be careful. You guys got to be aware, and definitely keep your antennas up. Make sure you're dealing with somebody that's reputable, you know, especially when it comes to buying a box truck. You want to make sure these companies are legitimate companies. You're dealing with credible people, you know. So I don't want to see you guys get scammed by dealerships or fake dealers. You know, when you're buying a vehicle and now you get tied up with a finance company that now you owe them money because the dealer ran off with it. Like, that's just crazy. Like that's enough to make you definitely want to not get in this space right here. But like I said, you guys, you got to do your due diligence. You got to do your homework. You definitely can't just jump on the first thing you see smoking. I know the business can be exciting, you know, or the earning potential can be exciting with this business, but you want to watch out. You want to be careful. You know, you want to proceed with caution. You know, especially if you've never seen a person before, never heard anything that they've ever did out there. Do your homework, do your research, check up on companies, read reviews. Reviews are big. Reviews are big for me, especially when it comes to doing business with anybody out there online, or someone gets referred to me. You know, I like to look the company up and down, make sure I'm dealing with somebody that's going to be around, that's not going to get my money and take off. You know, so 80 grand is a lot of money to be getting sued for a box truck that you never was able to get in and drive. I think he did. He said he drove it once the same day the truck broke down, but then he brought it back and he was supposed to get it. It's something like that. I don't know if it was that truck or the other truck. It might have been the second truck that might have broke down or something like that. But anyway, he has a whole documentary on that whole episode. You guys can watch it. I'm just gonna I probably already just showed a few clips of what happened with the whole scenario, but it made him create a title that said the truck game is a scam, and he said he quit. He's out. I believe he said he moved to Columbia, not Columbia, South Carolina, but the country Columbia, to pursue his creative dreams. So check him out though. The video was good. I actually watched the whole video because it was very interesting. Great storytelling. It was well put together. I liked it. Kind of reminds me of, you know, stuff that I've done in the past, and it was great storytelling. I really enjoyed it. It was like a little short documentary. Check him out. He Creates TV. I'm gonna leave a link the bottom. I also leave the YouTube channel in the video, but I just wanted you guys just to know, like, things like this do happen out here. Like, you have to be cautious. You got to proceed with caution. You know, if it sounds too good to be true, you guys, 9 times out of 10, it probably is. That one never really goes out of style. So you got to be careful. You know, watch who you do business with. Keep your eyes on everything and everybody. You feel me? If you enjoyed this video, you felt it was informative, and it could possibly save you some money, smash that thumbs up button for me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you smash that thumbs up button for the homie. Got more content on the way for you guys. You already know what it is. Always hustle. Never stop growing. Till my next video. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's eat.